Hi there, so I'm Mick, and I'm usually called Meerkat Mick because I'm very nosy. That's the reason for that. And it's my mission this year to promote positivity within the local community. So just a quick word on that. If anybody has anything that they want to shout about within the local community, a person or a business, whatever, please contact me on my Facebook page and I can set up a meeting with you. I think the birds have got something to shout about.
I think they certainly have today.
So I am here today at the Springvale Community Garden and I'm having a chat with the lovely Brenda today. So I'm going to find out a little bit about what the garden is about. So Brenda, if you could just tell me how it all started, really.
Yeah, well, it was about 11, maybe 12 years ago now. I keep forgetting to add years on. When
COVID.
a group of very forward-thinking and visionary people, volunteers, saw this space, which, to be honest, was an absolute, well, tip, you know,
Really?
more or less, full of industrial leftovers.
Yeah,
and
well, near the tip as well, of course.
and it had previously been a working site for many different reasons. Waterworks, a
Yes.
place for the post office to train people, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So it was a right mess. And, give them the due, these folks came down and thought this could be lovely and this could be something. And lo and behold, over the years, people gradually reclaimed parts of it and turned it into what it is today. And I would say about 5 years ago now, we got together and decided what did we want to be here for, and that was when we became a charity.
Right.
Charitable aims being education about growing, healthy eating, purposeful recreation. Yeah, so we got education, conservation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's over 4 acres, the site altogether, and we share it with some wildlife which we love, like the birds. Some pests, like the rabbits, that look gorgeous, but they're a pest. So education, conservation, and thirdly, purposeful recreation. And so for volunteers to come down here and visitors to spend their time in somewhere like this, that's where the purposeful recreation comes in.
Okay, so if there was somebody watching and they've got, some time on their hands and they think, gosh, what a lovely space, how could they get involved as a volunteer?
Yeah, well, our regular volunteering days, which coincidentally is also the days that we're open to the public, are Wednesdays and Saturdays between 10 and 2. And anyone interested in volunteering, just to come down on those days really, and we can have a chat, find out what you like. And I think one of the key things that people need to know is it's a pretty informal arrangement. So sometimes a volunteer might come down and say, do you know what, I've got an hour, what can I do?
Right. So people shouldn't be put off if they can't, commit to a certain day and a certain time.
Correct.
That's brilliant.
Correct. So
Yeah.
it's pretty informal. There are some people, who are here more than that, a lot more than that, because we get kind of addicted. But generally speaking, a couple of hours, maximum 4 hours really on a Saturday or a Wednesday
Right.
between 10 and 2. Come down, wear some decent gloves, make sure your feet are covered, and we'll find you a job. You have to fill in a form and a couple of things like that.
Yes,
But
well, there's
it's
always
pretty
a bit of
informal.
that. Yeah. Okay, and you mentioned education.
Yeah.
So how do you incorporate that then into the daily running?
Okay, loads of ways. For children in particular, we've, particularly pre-COVID, we did lots of workshops, some facilitated by professional artists and bushcraft people.
Yeah.
And very successfully ran workshops, and the children learn as well as having a great time. For
Yeah.
example, this Easter just gone, they were doing outdoor cooking, healthy eating.
Right, yes, I tried to
Brilliant.
get my daughter on one of those and it was
they-
fully booked.
They
Yeah.
were amazingly, and we could have filled them 3 times over.
Yeah.
We're hoping for more.
So will there be more in the summer maybe?
With any luck, yes.
Right,
Because that was
okay.
funded actually. That was funded by the
Right.
Department for Education via the council.
Right, oh, excellent.
And we have had adult workshops here. Sarah, who has a craft shed here,
Right.
does things like felt making, and
All right.
there's all sorts of things going on. When we are doing things, then we tend to put them on our Facebook page. Springvale
yes,
Community Garden.
Facebook page.
Springvale
There we go.
Community Garden.
Brilliant.
Which
It's quite active as well. There's the odd pictures and little videos and things. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, the place is so photogenic, Mick, I think.
Yes, it is.
You know, and sorry, I'm distracted by the birds
Oh,
now.
no.
You know, and there are people who come down and they'll sit for hours and get the tree
Yeah.
creeper making its nest, and then there are some people who come down who take lovely photographs of the dragonflies and frogs, and
Wow.
as well as the plants.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. So it's open to the public as well.
Yeah.
So tell me why a member of the public would come to visit you.
Okay, well, perhaps I could do no worse than come up with a couple of quotes, I suppose.
Yeah.
The people that you met on the way, and what did they
Yes.
say?
As I entered with the big new sign as well, they said it was delightful, I believe. Was that the word? What
I
was
think
the
they
word?
said a little piece of paradise.
A little piece of paradise, that was it. And it really is. I mean, you can hear the birds, the sun is shining, it's amazing. Yeah.
So people come down, if they're not volunteering, they may come and bring a picnic. The families love to come and do pond dipping.
So can you just come and do
yeah.
that when you're open? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, right, okay.
Of course, you can just come and sit and, again, in normal circumstances, there are days when we do special events like, you know, strawberry cream teas, when the strawberries are out. You can buy your veg here. Some people
Right.
just come to buy their veg in season,
Right.
grown without chemicals, 0 miles.
Excellent.
What could
Yeah.
be better?
Fantastic.
So,
So no, that's brilliant. So
Yeah.
so much about this hits the nail on the head with the promoting positivity. So if you could try and sum it all up in one sentence as to why I've chosen Springvale Community Garden for this, what would it be?
I would say that it's a hidden gem that you can either find busyness or tranquility. Whatever you're looking for, there's probably a place in the garden where you'll find just that.